I just got this DJI, so I don't know exactly. I'll just keep it at this distance and see. I actually just wanted to talk to you guys about back to school because that's the season that I'm in. I'm in my master's program, but I took a little bit of a break. However, it does feel like I've just been at this whole thing for my entire life. Something about school, like it's exciting. It's pretty exciting to be in school. I think once you get into the routine, into the groove of things, you get kind of comfortable in school and you're just there and you're like, yeah, this is the life. This is the life. This is the only life I've known. Anyways, I don't know. I think I'm ready to get out now. So with that being said, I feel like I do have some tips and tricks to make things a little bit easier and things that I've been doing to prepare for what is possibly my last full year of school, unless I decide to do a PhD. I don't know about that. But basically, I've tried to organize this into 4 different sections. The first part is just organization. Organization wise, I have found that a planner is just the best way to go. For me, I feel like as the years go by, the planner just gets bigger. So right now, I've decided to go with this big planner. I don't know if you guys can see this. Each week is separated into 2 pages. The first page is just like your days, so that you can just have a nice clean schedule to write on there. And then the second page is all the details there. So you have your top priorities for the week, special dates, weekly tasks, reminders, things coming up, all of that stuff. But I found that this outline is much better than just having everything on one page. And I find that you have to keep looking at it on a daily basis in order for it to actually work. So if you don't have that practiced yet, this could be a little bit pointless and difficult. But if you use it on a daily basis, pretty much like an hourly basis, and you keep at it, then it does keep your life organized. Especially as adults, we are not just dealing with school anymore. We have jobs, we have families, we have to take care of everything. So I feel like a planner is just a must. As a grad student, I don't carry notebooks anymore. I feel like it's just so heavy to carry a notebook these days. Like, grad school is a whole different beast, and I use my iPad now. The app that I like to use is OneNote, and this is with Microsoft. I like this because you can obviously transfer from device to device. So you have all your notes. If you want to open up your laptop, you're going to have your notes there. If it's on your iPad, you're going to have your notes transfer over. So everything is pretty seamless, and that's why I love it. There's nothing wrong with using notebooks. I just think that I was getting a bit overwhelmed with the amount of things that I had to carry and amount of notebooks and notes that I had to carry. With that, another organization tip that I have is just before the week starts, before your first week, if it is available, just go through the syllabus that is given to you for each of your classes. Go through the important dates like due dates, exams, any assignments that you need to take care of, any extra credit, any type of things that you need to take care of. Just write them down the first week of school. That makes life so much easier. Usually the professors give out the syllabus and all of the due dates on like the first or the beginning of the week. So I find that you are already setting your schedule so that you know what to expect. So I need to do that. I haven't done that. It's Saturday. We start on Monday. So I just need to go through that and do that for myself as well. The other tip that I have for in terms of organization is to separate your days. I know as adults we have work, we have school, we have different classes. The thing that I found that helped me the most is just designating each day for a certain purpose. So like Monday could be like for one class and work. Tuesday and Thursday will be for another class and work, and so on. Like just designating each day so that you have a proper plan and you know what to expect for each day, and you do have a designated time to work on each class so that no class is neglected. And I do use just different color. I love these Papermates. These Papermates. Oop, don't know if you see these, but these are my favorite colored pens just to write all of my plans with. Organization is the most important part of school as an adult. We are not just students anymore. We have work. We have so many things that we have to handle. So appointments, oh my gosh, appointments, like so many different things that we have to handle. So in terms of organization, those are the tips that I have. Now, the other thing that I feel like is making my life a little bit easier is just getting my kitchen in order. In grad school, eating and food is probably the most neglected part, or it becomes a disaster at some point. I think like there's gonna be some dishes in the sink that haven't been washed for some time. I do like to prep a few things in advance, especially think that there are things that could make life so much easier if you prepare them. Garlic paste is one of them. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the things that I've been preparing. So I've prepared garlic paste and tomato sauce, and also like ginger. We have to do that part this weekend, but ginger, we use it for tea and we use it just for a few different dishes. Tomato sauce, it's versatile. You can literally put it in anything. So it's always good to just have that in advance. And I don't plan or prepare like for the whole semester, just at least like a month, something like that. If it helps us within the month, then that's good enough. And we can sort of have a little reset day where we do another prep. But garlic, ginger paste, a few things that we also have on hand is just beans, like just canned beans, canned lentils, sardines. Yeah. And also just having protein prepped, cut up if possible, and just some frozen cut up protein that you can just quickly season up and throw in the oven or wherever you want to throw it in. There are a few meals that I do freeze, like soup. I feel like soup freezes pretty well, so I try to have a few things ready and prepared whenever we have, our busier days. So those are some of the ways that I like to prepare my kitchen. This isn't comprehensive. This isn't perfect. We're going to have weeks where we are going to be ordering rice a couple of times for dinner and pizza and whatnot. But for the most part, this does help out. The other part really, these are pretty miscellaneous. I like to just have a protective hairstyle. So this is the protective hairstyle that I have chosen to do, and I don't really want to talk about how long it took me to do this. Is it worth it? I don't know. I found that it's worth it. I think it helps with hair growth and just keeping your hair healthy and out of the way. So, yeah. But basically, just like what can you do now that will help you save time later? Try to get those things out of the way. So keep your home organized. Do a little deep cleaning moment. I have to finish that up, but I've been doing some deep cleaning. And another part of preparing, I think, is just like when we get out of the summer mood. And I feel like this year school really snuck up on me, and I've just been kind of having a busy summer as well. So I haven't really had time to just get into the mindset of school. So whenever school starts, it can just really take over your whole life, basically, whenever you start school. So I like to just keep a routine so that I'm not feeling like school is my whole life. At some points it does become my whole life. It really does. It's there will be days when you're spending days at a time in the library, and that's the school life. Now, is this this is stuff that I'm trying to do, okay? It's just getting some movement in throughout the week, trying to find ways to keep myself moving so that I'm not sitting all the time. You're sitting down for your classes, you're sitting down to study, you're sitting down to work, you're sitting down to eat, and then you're laying down to sleep. And it's like you could literally just find yourself sitting down for a whole week and not even know it. This cannot be my life. So trying to just get some movement in. I think another thing I'm just trying to implement into my routine is one day a week just taking like an hour or two and just doing some self-care. So whatever it looks like for me, that 2 hours a week where you're just dedicating some time to yourself, to your own self-care, whether that be spiritually, whether that be with movement, whether that be just like, you know, taking care of your skin, going for a walk, going on a little solo outing, getting creative, spending some time with your family, whatever that is, just something that's not school or work, you know, something that helps you regain your energy back. You do that. So those are a few of the things that I had in mind when I think about going back to school. I am hopefully going to have this final full year, and then we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know, I always find myself back in school, so we'll see what happens. But so if you're just going back to school, if you're younger, if you're older, whatever stage you're in, so I hope these tips and pointers have, you know, just given you a little bit more of an idea. If you didn't already do these, you know, let me know, like, what do you guys like to do just to prepare for back to school? Is there anything that you guys like to implement into your routine that has helped you out a little bit? I feel like this is going to be my last school year for a while, so I really want to end it off on a really good note. So thanks for watching. If you stayed until the very end, I don't really know what to say. This is like my first YouTube video, so I mean, I don't know, this channel is going to be all over the place, so it's all out of my hobbies, school, faith-based things, girlhood, sisterhood things, Chicago things, because I'm a Chicago girl right now. Also cultural things. I'm from Ethiopia, specifically. I specifically speak Afan Oromo, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what I will be doing with this channel. If you guys like to see anything in particular, let me know. But yeah, okay, bye.